Well, when I was 10 years old living in northern Idaho, my dad knew a man who was flying an airplane over the Wallow Mountains and saw what he described as a half man, half bear walking along a lake. And I just can remember being 10 years old and how much that scared us kids. I heard stuff out in here 3 or 4 times. So one day Belle sat down and she'd look in the woods and she'd look away and she'd go. She'd look away and she'd go.
I'm not surprised my dad's into Bigfoot because he kind of gets into, I guess, extreme hobbies, you could call it. So, well, he put out his own genealogy magazine on this old Apple computer, and then he's had pigeons, llamas, sold flowers from our front yard. What else?
Teaching himself Hebrew from CD-ROM. Like, who does that? Or who could even do that? I just don't think that's something normal, you know, that most people could do. Like, I don't think I could throw CD-ROM on my computer and learn Hebrew.
Well, since I've known him, he's been into ham radio, the dulcimer, tuba.
Crawdad hole where it's come out. Yeah, that's what they do. They hibernate.
Gene's never interested slightly in anything. He's wholeheartedly devoted to something for a little bit, and then he moves on to the next thing that he's wholeheartedly devoted to.
You know what I'm the most interested in is audio recording and getting their vocalizations, because they do a lot of vocalizations, and they can be quite loud. You know, the chances of seeing one are very, very slim, but the chances of hearing one are pretty good. This is just it's just a simple audio recorder and a simple microphone, and I'll put it in my backpack, and just and the backpack is waterproof, and then just put the microphone out the backpack and leave it in the woods. So if something's within a quarter of a mile and is loud, I should be able to pick it up.
I have goggles, night vision goggles. We're about to go on a sound blasting trip.
Sound blasting is a technique of playing back sounds from a speaker of what we think are Bigfoot sounds, and try to get them to answer back. And sometimes it works. Sometimes you hear stuff, sometimes you don't. I should have been standing next to you. Well, you'll hear it this time and see if it sounds the same. Yeah. To tell what the sound is, the only way you could do it is put it in a sound editor and compare the qualities of it towards what known animals are. Because without seeing the animal making it, you don't know what it's coming from. And but you can do a sound analysis on it if it's a good quality sound, and look at the different harmonics. Look at the structure of the sound wave, and it's not really as important what the sound sounds like to your ear. It's what it looks like on paper is important. Most of these sounds were 2 summers ago. Last year, basically, the only sounds I got was what we played tonight, which was the Illinois howl. One thing interesting about the Illinois howl is you can hear on there that it's like it clears its throat before it starts. It's always 3 howls, and the second and third one's always longer apart. The closest one I ever had was this one. Listen to it clear its throat. Hear that? And it's longer.
I liked how his wife was supportive of him, but she would also like crack jokes at him too, just to kind of keep him on his toes. You know, not to let him get too carried away. Like she'd make jokes about the night vision goggles, or when we came back, she'd like, "Did you hear Bigfoot?" Or but she really supports him, and I thought that was really cool because she's joined him on hunts and stuff. And so I think the support, yet keeping him on his toes seems really nice. They complement each other well in that way.
I would say Vicky does keep him very grounded, yeah, for sure. She, from what I've seen growing up, and I haven't obviously seen everything, but it seems like she's kind of the balancing fact. She's very laid back, and not that Gene is intense in any way, but once he's set on something, he definitely pursues it hard, and she's probably the more laid back, kind of not as, she'll joke with him about the whole Bigfoot thing and kind of give him a hard time, yet I mean, she's supportive of him, so yeah, I would say she definitely balances that out.
A halfway structure that's about 10 feet long and about 4 feet high and about 4 feet wide, where we think they sleep in the summertime. And they've used it for the last 4 years, and you can tell it's used because all the leaves and branches and everything are always pushed aside. You can see the area underneath here. And then in the summer, when you get down here in the opening and look back in there, it's all cleared out. There's no vegetation anywhere. It's just hollowed out like a big cave. But every year it's the same way. It's been used since 2003. Every year it's cleaned out and everything's moved aside.